Hello, this is Dr. Cindy, and this is day 7 in your 30-day sobriety solution. I am so proud of you. Today is a review day. That's right, this is a bonus solution day, embracing the power of repetition to master the basics. And any habit that you are successful with is something that you're going to do every day. Every day you're going to work consistently at this. And this is why you have been so successful thus far. Any idea, plan, or purpose may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. Now, this is Napoleon Hill. And I was just listening to Louise Hayes this morning, and she was saying when you say a negative thought, you've been thinking it and repeating it in your mind many times before you ever open up your mouth and speak it. This is especially true of politics and things going on in your life. When they become negative thoughts, become negative speech, and then a negative life. So we are really going to work at this with mastering the absolute basics to get where you were from where you want to be. That's what the first 6 chapters have been about. This is the phase 1 of this program. Repetition helps create repetition helped you to get your addiction problem, and now it will help you create your solution. You see, every time you use that crutch, it created more of a habit out of it. So repetition's going to get us out of this habit. So before we move to phase 2, please trust us and make that little extra investment of your time right now. The rewards that you will gain from doing this will far exceed the amount of time it takes. And don't worry, we never give you additional steps on the review days. That's right, today it's just a review day. In phase 1, which was the first 6 chapters, you learned why a 100% commitment is critical to your success in the 30-day solution. And you wrote out a 30-day Thriving in Society vision statement to accelerate your desire to get and stay sober. Now, if you've skipped any of these steps or didn't journal thoroughly, get your journal out and start writing some of these review thoughts down. That's right, thriving in your vision statement for thriving in sobriety, your vision statement to accelerate your desire to get and stay clean. This is so important. That's right. This is so important, this vision statement. You know, visualizations and affirmations are what will keep you into changing your mind, changing your thinking, and changing your life. You learned about the law of duality, the role of pain and pleasure in your life, and why embracing forgiveness and letting go of guilt and shame are essential to your happiness. You explored the power of believing in yourself and learned a proven process for writing empowering and exciting goals. On the companion website, we review each of the concepts further, as well as share a special video from the creators of this program. You will find access to your first bonus solution, the social solution, which covers the top 11 excuses you can use when you want to use drugs or drink and not feel judged in any social situation. If you are planning to attend a party or a social event where people will be drinking, this is a must-read for you. You will find all of this on the companion website, which is http://day7.solutions. But before you visit the website, we have some information that we know you will find important. So keep your journals out. That's right, for completing phase 1. Now, the foggy brain. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. This was Muhammad Ali. Wow, we want to listen to him, the world champion heavyweight boxer. That's right, he said he hated every minute of it, but don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. There's a few common expectations that people have in early sobriety. After a few days or weeks of being clean, people tend to believe that they should feel great, that they should have energy, feel clear-headed, and be more alert. If you were using for a while, your brain is foggy. If you fall into the heavier drug use category or drinking, you might experience foggy brain, where your energy is low and you're unable to think clearly. It can feel like you're driving down a curvy road on a foggy night. No matter how hard you concentrate on the road ahead, you struggle to see it clearly. Please know that this can be completely normal at this stage. In fact, you may find yourself feeling more irritable and becoming angry and frustrated more easily. Remember, you are taking away emotional and physical coping mechanisms. That's right, you use the drugs and alcohol to be your friend, to comfort you, and your body and mind need time to adjust. That's right, you feel naked, you feel bored, you feel empty, you feel depressed. You are making a dramatic change in your life. These are signs. If you were using heavily, your brain almost certainly stopped producing natural chemicals like neurotransmitters. And with especially with fentanyl addiction, they say those neurotransmitters, that drug went into the neurotransmitter and took away the dopamine and the serotonin. That's why you feel empty. These are key to creating a good mood. But don't worry, the human body is amazing at self-healing, and sometime your body will resolve this imbalance on its own. And as that happens, your brain fog will lift and your mood will improve. If you'd like to expedite the process, we have nutritional recommendations. That's right. I was just listening to the monks. They are so pure in diet. And this little exercise was just on leg health alone for people over 60. And I am over 60 and I wanted to know about leg health. And the monk was talking about sweet potatoes. Who doesn't love a nice sweet potato? And how it has all of the magnesium in it to help your legs not to cramp, to help build your muscles, help give you energy. Also, raw pumpkin seeds. They are amazing at giving you that little boost of energy, and they also give you the magnesium and the stability. And then the avocado. The avocado is good. It's great for your legs. It has all of that magnesium and zinc and antioxidants in it, as do these pumpkin seeds. Great ways to eat for your legs. Now, we're going to get back to you. Serotonin and dopamine. And somebody said this. This is one of the clients that read this book. I don't drink anymore. I don't want to get old, and drinking really makes you old. Drugs really make you old. I just got fed up with feeling slightly groggy in the morning when I went out and had too many drinks the night before. Now I can go out until 2 or 3 in the morning and leap out of bed the next day feeling great. Dopamine and serotonin. These are your feel-good chemicals that occur naturally in your body, and they played a critical role in your using. Sometimes referred to as the happiness hormone, serotonin helps regulate your mood and prevent depression. Dopamine also affects your mood, the brain's reward and pleasure centers, and your ability to focus. Drinking generally stimulates the release of these brain chemicals, so you feel good at first. That's that feeling you get on top of the world. That's right. You might feel this euphoria, this well-being and reward, but over time, heavy drinking and drug use will deplete the amounts of dopamine and serotonin, leading to a lower depressed mood. That's right. Oftentimes, by drinking, you become conditioned to believe that alcohol will improve your mood, even though it no longer does so, and alcohol is a depressant. Many people drink and then comes the crappy attitude. That's why the speeding or the fighting with drinking. It's really bad. It's really bad for your moods. So that's because your serotonin and dopamine get sucked up. And even though you've stopped using, your brain's production of serotonin and dopamine does not immediately return to normal levels, which is why they refer to you as a dry drunk. You're in a bad mood because your brain feels like it's still it's depressed. In fact, some studies show that your brain needs up to 90 days. In some cases, I told you you have to suffer through this even longer to return to normal levels of dopamine and serotonin production. And with fentanyl, they say it's even longer. This is why people just keep using. During this time, your desire to use in order to re-experience that good feeling can be heightened. This is the cycle. This is the cycle you go through. And when you stop it, yes, there is some suffering involved. However, there are natural and healthy ways to stimulate the brain's production. This is what we're giving you this wonderful rest today. That's right. There's some ways. We have consulted several nutritional experts to find out which foods and supplements provide the greatest support for an easier journal, but we recommend that you consult your doctor or healthcare professional before adding supplements to your diet. Now, if you can't get to a doctor, get online and read. There's many nutritionalists online, and they will help you. We will cover the topic in more depth on day 25, but for now, you need GABA supplements. And what are they? GABA aminobutyric acid, GABA, capital GABA, acts as a serotonin reuptake inhibitor. It allows the balance of serotonin in the brain, often improving the mood. And it's often been used in early sobriety, but do not take this while you're drinking or using. You can also get GABA naturally from, listen to the food people, write this down, cherry tomatoes, shrimp, bananas, kefir, a drink that contains yogurt probiotics, the good bacteria that keep your digestive system healthy. So get these foods in your cupboards. Eating omega-3 fats. Omega-3 fats raise the brain's dopamine level by 40%, which increases alertness, focus, and mood. Fish is your best source, so get your fish going. Wild-caught, farm-raised organic salmon, sardines, herring, anchovies, and mackerel. You can either eat 2 servings per week or take 2 grams of omega-3 fish oil, which is what I take. That's right. And this stuff has these words in it that are too big to even pronounce. But anyways, there are 2 types of omega-3 fatty acids that are found in fish and fish oil products. That's why people take the fish oil. Your brain is fatty, and fish oil is that fat your brain needs. It calms it down. It regulates the moods. It's like taking a Prozac, really. I take it every day. Now, the sugar connection. Not only do you have a dependency on alcohol, but you also have a dependency on sugar, because alcohol is essentially fermented sugar. This is why people who drink alcoholics, you don't see them eat a lot of sugar. They get it all through the alcohol. That's right. Except when you get off the alcohol, and especially the drugs, the methamphetamines. Oh my God, people that have done meth are the biggest sugarholics in the world. Sugar itself is extremely hard on your system and dangerous to your health. We have found that most people quit drinking while also dramatically cutting back on sugar is a recipe for failure. So generally, we don't recommend this in early sobriety. This would be not, regardless, we would be remiss not to address the topic and give you some basic advice, okay? And they say to alcoholics, when you're in a mood and you're in a mood swing, they always say, have you eaten? Because of your blood sugars. Never go hungry. Here's 7 tips for maintaining your blood sugar. Never go hungry. You want to eat at least every 5 hours. You want 3 healthy meals a day. Always eat breakfast. Never skip a meal. Ideally, get your vitamin and nutrients from food rather than supplements. Fruit is a great alternative to candy bars and sweets to satiate that sugar craving. That's right. So write this stuff down or look it up in your companion guide, http://day7.solutions. Now, on today's companion website, they also include recipes for a wonderful alcohol detox smoothie or drug. When I say alcohol, I'm using it interchangeably with drugs because alcohol is a drug. Detox smoothie you might want to try, okay? Last, we want to remind you that abstaining from alcohol or drugs, you are perhaps making one of the biggest changes to your diet in years or even decades. So be easy on yourself. Your goal is to quit drinking, and many of our clients simply find it easier if they allow themselves some sweets during this time. That's fine, because by the end of the 30-day solution, you will be far better prepared to embrace more comprehensive and healthy nutritional strategies. So this is 7 right now. This is your bonus. We are catching up on phase 1, and we are going into phase 2, which is going to be removing the mental and emotional blocks that prevent you from thriving in sobriety. That's right. The mental and emotional blocks is going to be, let's see, is this on 7 still? Phase 2. Yes, we're going to keep going with this. Phase 2. Every great work every big accomplishment has been brought into manifestation through holding on to the vision. And often, just before the big achievement comes the apparent failure and discouragement. This is by Florence Chevelle Shin. Now, how many times have you almost made it to something and you're ready to give up and you're all negative and you're thinking this never worked, you're maybe lost or you may be depressed, excuse me, and you start losing that vision, okay? You start to give up and you want to have that drink. But have you ever noticed that right when you're ready to succeed, all of these failures come up. All of this failure thinking and discouragement comes up to test you. And this is what we're doing. Let me shut this window here, or this noise coming in, my morning trash trucks. Here we go. So in phase 2 of the 30-day sobriety solution, this phase is often completed during the second week of the program, unless you've chosen the 60 or the 90-day option. Like so many of our clients, if you continue forward, you will accomplish what you set out to do when you started in this. So 30-day vision statement is so important, and you read it several times a day. As you're starting into phase 2, it's important to remind you of the 30-day reboot. When you work through solutions and observe 30 days of abstinence, you are still rebooting your mind and body. Remember this. It's about rebooting. The end result is a surge of personal growth and transformation that you may have not ever had in your life. On day 1, we asked you to pick a time during the week to stop as long as it was approved by your healthcare professional. We expect you have already done this. You're this far along in the program. The 30 days of abstinence is imperative to your success. So here we go. Whether you've already started the 30-day reboot or you're starting it today, what does this mean? You've forgotten a day. You got sidetracked. You picked up your drinking or drugs and did them even more. Now, what is your reboot? You have not failed. If you've stopped this or gotten off for a day or two or even a week, this is where the reboot comes in. This does not mean you failed. The most important thing to do is forgive yourself and then continue, because this is for you. This is not for your mother, your brother, your neighbor, your ex, your mate. This is for you. This is your gift to you. Here's a few recommendations if you slip up. Go back to day 1, the 100% solution, and listen to the time travel technique on the companion website. And I put it right there for you. This will help remind you of the pain you will experience if you keep drinking, keep using the drug. And it will connect you to your why. This is right. You need to be reminded again what you really want in life and how being clean will help you accomplish it. And you can also go to day 14. This is on the website. That's right, the companion website. You can access Relapse Solution, which specifically addresses this topic in depth. And this will explain to you how to make sure you don't slip again. Although we recommend you review this solution, if you relapse, it's optional. Third, your best chance for successfully quitting or cutting back is to keep making progress in the program. With each additional solution you complete, you will gain valuable new personal insights and learn powerful tools to create lasting change. Often, one solution will result in the exact breakthrough you will need to finally succeed. So keep with this. It works when you work it. Before we jump into day 8, let's briefly discuss dreams. Yes, dreams. We're almost done, folks. We'll be done in a couple of minutes with this wonderful, wonderful session. The drunken dream. I still dream twice a week at least that I've taken the drug, that it's up my nose, and it's very vivid and it's very upsetting, but at least it's a wake-up call. This was Elton John saying this. And I've heard this many times from people at their sobriety meetings. They freak out, they panic if they think they've used in the night. They may have been quit for 10 years and they have this dream that they're using and they're wasted. And you know what? Every one of them tells me they wake up terrified. They've undone all this work. They're petrified over it. So the drunken dream. Have you ever woken up in a panic after having a dream that you got drunk? Here they're saying it, what I just told you, for weeks, months, and even years after getting sober. It's not uncommon to dream this, okay? And for a moment you wake up feeling disappointed, having actually, as if you've actually relapsed. This is because the mind doesn't know the difference between fantasy and reality. If this happens, use this as an opportunity, as a tool to remind yourself of the inevitable pain that comes from using. The feeling you experienced in that drunk dream, that wasted dream, were even real, even though you didn't actually get wasted. The best way to move forward is to be thankful that you didn't use and realize that the negative emotions you experience in or after your dream are similar to how it would feel if you do drink. This is your subconscious mind processing everything. That's right, healing. Now let's get started on the first solution for phase 2. We're going into phase 2 now. The why you can't just quit solution. And we will work on this. This is for day 8. This is going to be your next one. I love you. I know you can do this. I am so proud of you. I am more proud of you, and I know you're proud of yourself. So forgive yourself if you've relapsed or gotten off in the first few days, or not listened regularly, or not written things down. Life is about falling down and getting up, dusting off, and moving forward. I have failed my way to the top. I love that saying, and it's true for me. I have fallen down, and then I get up and I realize, oh, I could be doing this better. Oh, I could be eating this food and feeling better. Yes, Dr. Cindy really wants to take care of her health as a senior. Every bit of food I eat is for my health, because everything goes into you. As your muscles start dying down and your energy, you have to put the right foods in. It's more important than ever to eat right. I love you. I will see you in your dreams.